Have you ever wondered why some men effortlessly command respect in relationships, while others, despite their best intentions, feel constantly undervalued? It's a question many ask, and the answer might surprise you. Often it's not about doing something explicitly wrong. Instead, many men lose respect because they give too much access too early in the delicate dance of dating. Think about it. When you open up your entire world from day one, what's left to discover? Women in dating don't push boundaries to intentionally hurt you. Their intentions are often much simpler and deeply rooted in instinct. They do it to understand you, to gauge your true character. Subconsciously, they're asking one crucial question. Is this man solid, or does he bend when pressure shows up? Attraction rarely collapses in one dramatic moment. It's far more insidious than that. It erodes quietly through small allowances that, at first, seem utterly harmless. A little oversharing, a slight tolerance, perhaps a touch too much chasing. And before you realize what's happening, the dynamic has completely flipped. You find yourself investing more, while she, almost unconsciously, starts respecting you less. The men who never get walked over aren't necessarily louder or colder. They simply move with structure, with an intentionality that communicates their value without needing to shout it. They protect certain parts of themselves early on, before emotions cloud their judgment and make boundaries blurry. One of the earliest and most common pressure points revolves around money. It's not because women are inherently gold diggers. It's because, at a fundamental level, financial stability signals safety and a sense of security. When you reveal too much about your financial world too soon, the entire frame of the interaction shifts. You stop being a man she's excitedly discovering and start becoming a situation she's evaluating. Details about your income, lifestyle, generosity, these quietly change how she places you in her mind. You don't even need to explicitly offer anything for this shift to happen. Simply talking about your earnings or future plans can move you from romantic interest into provider potential. Once that subtle shift occurs, a new set of tests begins to emerge. You might hear casual complaints about expenses or subtle mentions of financial stress. If you step in to fix those problems before commitment exists, you unwittingly teach her that access to your resources is automatic. Men who maintain attraction understand that resources are revealed in stages, as trust and mutual investment grow. Privacy here isn't stinginess, it's discernment, a sign that you value what you have. When your life is structured and purposeful, people naturally respect it. When your life is wide open for anyone to explore, they will inevitably test how far they can go. Another quiet test often shows up disguised as humor. Disrespect almost never arrives loudly at first. It hides behind jokes, teasing, and playful comments that land just slightly wrong. An interruption, a dismissive remark, a joke at your expense in front of others. Many men, wanting to be easygoing, smile through it, telling themselves it's not worth reacting to. But what you tolerate teaches people exactly how to treat you. Silence in these moments doesn't communicate confidence. It communicates permission. The moment a woman realizes she can lower your status publicly without consequence, something inside her recalibrates. Not because she's cruel, but because leadership energy simply disappears when self-respect isn't defended. Strong men don't argue or embarrass anyone in return. They correct behavior calmly, immediately, and without emotion. A single grounded response does more than a long explanation ever could. Respect is not negotiated. It's demonstrated through your actions and your boundaries. Time is another crucial area where attraction can quietly die. Many men mistakenly believe that constant availability equals interest, or that it shows how much they care. So, they rearrange schedules, cancel plans, and show up whenever called, often at a moment's notice. At first, this might feel generous, like you're being a good, attentive partner. But over time, it subtly signals that your life has no real center, no structure outside of her. Women aren't evaluating how much time you give them. They're evaluating what your time is worth. A man whose world collapses the moment she texts appears unanchored, without his own gravitational pull. A man who moves with intention and purpose, however, appears grounded and self-possessed. When you don't drop everything on demand, something interesting happens. Anticipation replaces entitlement. She starts adjusting to your schedule, not the other way around. Desire grows when access isn't guaranteed. Emotional access works in much the same way. Early vulnerability can feel like a deep connection, but often it's simply premature, a heavy emotional download before the foundation is built. If you immediately step into the role of comforter, fixer, or therapist, you lose that crucial polarity that sparks attraction. Attraction requires tension, a dynamic push and pull. Tension disappears when emotional intimacy is one-sided. Listening is healthy, but absorbing emotional weight without reciprocity, that's not healthy for anyone. Emotional depth should unfold naturally as mutual investment grows, not as a shortcut to closeness. The final test, and one almost every man fails at least once, is distance. When she pulls back, reduces effort, or goes quiet, fear often kicks in. Messages get longer, initiation increases, and your energy spikes in the exact moment it should stabilize. Chasing distance is the fastest way to destroy attraction, not because she wants you gone, but because imbalance kills desire. Men who hold their ground don't punish withdrawal. They simply stop overgiving. They allow space to do what space is meant to do, reveal truth. Either she returns with intention or she doesn't. Both outcomes provide clarity, saving you time and heartache. Boundaries aren't walls meant to push the right woman away. They're filters that expose the wrong dynamic early. The men who are truly valued don't need to demand respect. They simply move in ways that make disrespect impossible.